Hello .NET developers. If you are thinking Angular is difficult, it's a new technology, you have to start from zero. But the truth is, if you know .NET, then you are not starting Angular from zero. Okay, you are already starting with 40-70% of understanding. Because as you can see, almost 50 to 70% of Angular concepts are very similar to the concepts you already know in .NET. For example, if you know C#, HTML, service classes, dependency injection, routing, then all these .NET concepts are also used in Angular, maybe with a different name, but the idea is same. Therefore, even you are starting Angular, but you are not a beginner there. So if you want to become the full stack developer, then one of the best technologies to learn with .NET is Angular. Maybe you have not yet started Angular, or maybe you have already tried learning Angular, but still you don't feel that much confidence. So in this video, I will show you how so many .NET concepts are same way used in Angular. And if you know those .NET concepts, then you already know 60 to 70% of Angular. In short, in next 10 minutes, Angular will feel much simpler and easier to you, and you can start it very easily. Now I will show you 10 concepts in .NET, which if you already know, then those same concepts are and with same idea are present in Angular also. Okay. So concept number 10 is C#. So actually it's not a concept, it is a programming language, and it's a very, very big part of .NET, right? In .NET, you write logic inside C# classes, properties, methods, objects, interfaces, right? Similarly, in Angular, we have the TypeScript. Okay? So TypeScript is also a programming language, and it is very much similar to C#. So it also has classes, properties, methods, objects, interfaces. So if you already understand C#, then learning TypeScript will not be very difficult. And if you know TypeScript, then you know 30 to 40% of Angular. Even I say that do not learn TypeScript if you know C#. Just directly start learning Angular. And while learning Angular, when you will advance at the advanced level, then you have to see some TypeScript, okay? But not when you are starting. Great. So now your biggest hurdle for learning Angular is solved, right? Next is skill number 9, which you HTML. Okay, in .NET, Razor Pages, MVC, web forms, we all use HTML to design the UI. Similarly, if you know HTML, then in the Angular also you have to know the use HTML, and you have to write the HTML code inside the template. We call it HTML templates. Okay, so see, only the name is different, template, but you have to write HTML. So when you will create your Angular project, then this template file will be automatically created, and you have to just then started writing the HTML, the UI. Okay, now this TypeScript code and the template HTML code combined part is in Angular. This concept is called component. Okay, so as a software developer, as an Angular developer, your main role in Angular is to build the components only. All right, great. Next thing in .NET, which you know, that is service classes. I will say just classes. Okay, so if you know classes, for example, you create the business logic classes, then like employee service, product service, payment service. So in Angular also we create classes only, and for services. For there are for components, service, we create services in Angular, which is like same like the services in .NET. They contains the reusable logic, the business logic. The idea is same again. And like in .NET, you use classes everywhere. Same in Angular, mostly you will use either classes, TypeScript classes, or you will use HTML. Next concept in .NET Core which you will use is number 7, and that is dependency injection. Okay, so this is .NET concept, and Angular uses same kind of DI also. So in Angular also we create services which are classes, as I said, and then we inject them in the components which are also classes. Slight difference, okay? Or we inject one service to another service. So if you already understand dependency injection in .NET, then Angular DI will feel very, very familiar. Even I say Angular dependency injection is much, much simpler than .NET dependency injection. All right, so with that, your 40% Angular syllabus is done. See, you are learning so fast, Angular so fast. And it's not a joke. Inside Angular, you will mainly create, as I said, components, services, and using DI only. All right. Next concept which we have common, that is routing. All right. So in .NET, we define routes to decide which URL will call which controller action or web API, in web API or MVC, right? For example, slash API employees root will call employee controller, right? In Angular also, we have the same concept with same name, routing. So slash employee will open the employee component. Got it? Next, we have the HTTP client. HTTP client, which is common in both. And as you know, it is used to call the APIs. And you have the URL by using HTTP client, you can call the APIs. In Angular also, same HTTP client is there, and it will do the same job. From the Angular front end, you will call the backend API using the HTTP client. Next concept in .NET you already know is middleware, right? Middleware in .NET Core. So what it does, it sits between the request and the response. When request is coming, it has to go through the middleware. When response is going, it has to go through the middlewares, right? For example, authentication middleware, logging middleware, exception handling middleware. In Angular, we have the similar idea. The name is different, and that is interceptor. Okay, interceptor in Angular. So Angular interceptor will catch every HTTP request before it goes to the Angular components or servers wherever. Okay, so in .NET, middleware handles request on the backend. In Angular, interceptor handles HTTP request on the front end. Idea is very similar. Next concept we have is attributes in C#. Attributes, if you remember, if you understand, it's like HTTP get, root, authorize. At the top of the method, you write them inside the controllers. Okay, so what these attributes will do, they will give you some extra information about the classes or the methods or the properties. Okay, in Angular also, similarly, we have the decorators. They give extra information about the class. Okay, whether a class is a component, whether a class is a service, that kind. Next concept is same, which is JWT authentication. Okay, so as you know, in .NET we use JWT authentication to secure the APIs. User logs in, get a token is generated, and send the token from the API. In Angular, the token sent by the API received by the same token by the Angular. So here also we handle the token. Okay, and Angular will store the token in the local storage or memory of the browser from the API request, and based on the token information and the data came with the token, the data will be displayed in the UI by the Angular. Okay, so backend will create and validate the JWT token. Angular will mainly store the token and will send to the API for the data request. Clear? Number one is common thing is program.cs file in .NET. You already know it. In .NET Core, we have program.cs, which is the starting point of the application. Here we configure the services, middleware, routing, authentication, and many more things, right? In Angular also, there is a starting point of the application, which is main.ts. Same idea. Okay, Angular app will start, the request will first come here, main.ts will be loaded to the browser. Idea is similar, and you can see that Angular is completely Not new for .NET developers, because I have only shared the 10 things which are very much common, and when you are working in Angular, when you look at it, then you will feel the connection. So that's why I'm saying that Angular, you have do not have to start from zero. You are starting from, like, if Angular is 10 points, you are starting from 6 points if you already know .NET. If you don't know .NET, then it's a different thing, but I hope that's why you are watching this video, because I'm talking about .NET developers. See, when you will start learning Angular, or maybe you have already tried, then you will feel some hiccups, jerks, because Angular is a framework. So in the start, in the Angular project, there are some new files like component file, template file, decorators are there. So which might scare you. So at the starting, you will feel it's like it's difficult. But once you understand the initial things, then the code you have to write in TypeScript, which is just like C#, and the HTML code you have to write, which is simple. So later, after the initial phase, 3-4 days, that will be simpler to you. So that's it, my friend. And yes, I have a free YouTube video on Angular where I have explained step by step everything which is required for a Angular beginner. So either you can watch that, or if you do not want to miss anything, then I also have a complete Angular course bootcamp is also there. With that course, you will also get the TypeScript full course for free as the bonus. So links of them are given in the description. As you can see, like many other students, crack their interviews and got great packages using my videos and courses. Same way, you will also get great packages using my courses, and same way you will also achieve the same. I wish you all the best for your career, all the very best.